10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the podcast from Doug Ground Up Productions with hosts Lady Miz and Ray. This is a universal platform, and there is nothing off limits. We talk about it all, and we keep it real. This is a no judgment zone, so come as you are. If you are a professional, entertainer, author, comedian, entrepreneur, or just someone who wants to get something off their chest, well, let your voice be heard here on From the Ground Up Productions. Sponsorship and other opportunities are available from the Ground Up Productions. Turning nothing into something. There's only one way to go from here. And now, here are your hosts, Lady Miz and Ray.
Yeah, what's good, people? It's your girl, Lady Miz, my co-host.
It's Ray, y'all. What's up?
Y'all see him giving me the side eye. I know y'all read that. What's good, y'all?
Yeah, my boss is always telling me to do stuff.
Here we go. Anyway, this is From the Ground Up Productions. There's only one way to go from here. You already know what it is. We pulling up. It's 7 o'clock. It's our time now to get it started. We got some dope super guests in the building. Y'all, I cannot wait for y'all to meet them. Okay, if you don't already know them, Chucky and DJ Devine. We're going to be dropping some jewels, talking about their history, understanding what they got going on now. So we're going to talk music and real estate. Okay, that's what it's about. Listen, for those who do not know, what From the Ground Up Productions is about. From the Ground Up Productions is a place where we interview entertainers, legends, entrepreneurs, and business owners. The purpose of this podcast is to help bring exposure to those in the entertainment field and the music and business field. Okay. All right. So it's also a place for us to discuss relatable topics, for us to educate our viewers. And we do this by speaking to different professionals about their experiences, their goals, and their challenges. All right. When doing that, you will learn valuable information that will help you evolve and grow as an entertainer and entrepreneur. So listen, that's why we got these people on the show, because I'm sure they're going to be dropping jewels that y'all can learn from. So you need to listen up. This is a no judgment zone. We always tell people to come as they are. If y'all know, listen, y'all say MC Shan, he definitely always come as he is, right? So listen, we always tell people come as you are, because this is a no judgment zone, and we want this to feel like a second home for everybody. Okay, so before we get into the interview, we're going to play a quick commercial, and this commercial is for those who are content creators, entertainers, entrepreneurs, business owners. If that is you and you want to join our network or even advertise your business, products, and services, then listen up.
Are you a content creator? Do you make music videos, short films, documentaries, web series, kids shows, movies, stand-up comedy, visual podcast, educational shows, or sports? Are you a fitness instructor or gamer? Do you record church ceremonies or report news? If so, contact From the Ground Up Productions TV by email at fromthegroundupproductions@gmail.com. For more information on getting your content played on our network on Roku, where there are over 85 million viewers and growing. No more being limited or blocked on social media from the content you post and create. Get the freedom to be you without restrictions from controlled social media. And if you want to run your ads or sponsor our network, contact us now at fromthegroundupproductions@gmail.com to get started now.
You're now tuned in to From the Ground Up Productions, broadcasting around the world.
Yeah, we back. Pulling up early, y'all already know what it is. Big shout out to Eddie OJ, already on the scene, comedian George Mason, all of y'all. Make sure y'all share this live right now. We want to bring on our guest, tonight, we got Chucky Chuck and DJ Devine. Let's welcome them to the show. and hold up, DJ Ken do the Infinity Machine. I see you. What's good? You in the building. We already know what it is. I see. Yes. Listen, we want to welcome y'all to the show. Thank you for coming on and chopping it up with us. We got so much that we want to talk to y'all about and get to know your history and everything like that. Before we get started, why don't y'all go ahead and introduce yourself, tell the people a little bit about you and where you're from. Whoever want to start first is on y'all.
Go ahead, King.
Go ahead, ladies first.
You started already.
I can't take it. He started already. He said ladies.
I'm feeling nice, and you started already. He don't want me to blow up the spot, so yo, I'm Chucky Chuck. I'll be that. Okay, I'll be that this time. I'm Chucky Chuck from Harlem. Moved to Queens 15, 16. Stayed to 21. Went back to Harlem. I'm still here.
All right.
DJ Devine moved out in Queens in 1969, got interested in doing music around 72. I was mentored by this brother called DJ Maestro. And from that time on, I just loved DJing. And hooked up with Cypher Sound, then Infinity Machine, Fantasia 78. I mean, had a good run. It was good times in the 70s. 70s was like no other time there was.
Wow, nice. Okay, all right. Well, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all definitely some trailblazers in the game and stuff like that. So, which one of y'all want to go first?
I just want to
don't tell me, ladies first. Go.
DJ Ken Do.
Ken Do, what's good, Ken Do? Tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I've been DJing since 75. This man here taught me everything I know right now. I owe it all to him. And I'm just going to keep it up. Infinity Machine forever.
That's right. Okay. Infinity Machine forever. We see you.
I would love to accept the fact that I taught him. But when I met him, he just was amazing. I might have inspired him.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's all it was. I just inspired him to want to come with us. But he was just, back then, he was just incredible on the wheels of steels.
And Lady Miss, you gotta know,
doing it.
You gotta know, Devine is humble.
Yeah, I was just about to say that's
extremely humble. He takes the low roll where the gophers go, and then he come up. He don't like no credit.
I don't know why.
Yeah,
why when somebody keeps it real, it doesn't
feel
real.
It's okay, real.
But you know what?
He plays the part.
We came up. We was blessed to come up in a time where there was really not too much stuff going on. So we inspired a lot of people. And I will always say this. I never was a battling DJ. I never thought I was better than anyone because it was just love. And from the love that I had from doing what I do, it inspired a lot of other people.
And he said he wasn't a battle DJ hogwash. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of hogwash.
Look at his face.
He's so humble. See, in 1978, you couldn't come to Queen.
Uh-oh, we lost you.
We lost your sound. We lost you. Can't hear you. Your sound went out. Fix your sound. Keep talking. We're going to shout out some of these people. You want to scroll up real quick? Big shout out to Eddie OJ in the building. Big shout out to, I said, comedian George. Woo! Boy, comedian George, I can't see. This guy is amazing. I feel like how y'all two feel over there with him.
I'm about to mute her.
Big shout out to Joseph Jones in the building. Karen on the team. Arlene, we see you. Hardy Spice. There y'all go. Y'all go. Mona. Yes. Big shout out to everybody that's pulling up. We see y'all. Make sure y'all share this.
Like I said,
yes.
Queens. If you was coming to Queens in the 77, 78, I came to Queens mid-76. My mama hit the number. We moved out to Queens, got a house. There was no hip-hop in the area where I was at.
Really?
No hip-hop. They played music. There was no hip-hop. So from Springfield Gardens when I came there, it was like the Boondocks. And I brought what I learned from Harlem to Queens. But the amazing thing that when you wanted to be somebody, you had to play at Fantasia. He battled Flash in Fantasia. He battled the Disco Twins in Fantasia. The L Brothers came to Fantasia. You name them. That was the everything. That was the who's who. And his boy, who had the equipment, made the Infinity Machine. We couldn't even get on the mic. He didn't let nobody on the mic. They had this 20-foot stage or something with a DJ way up in the air looking down on the people. And they used to drop the mic down. And drop the mic down through a rope. And Goody say, you got 2 minutes to get off. So you get off in 2 minutes, and they played the record I couldn't stand to rap off. I like the record. Love is the message. I could not stand that record to rap off. To listen to it is great. And I did my thing. And every week I would come there. Every week, and I'll come there. And finally, I made it upstairs in the 20-foot mansion, looking down on the people, doing my thing. So when Flash came, Devine called me up. When the Twins came with Smalls, Devine called me up. And we did our thing. And so when people say in the hood, I crisscrossed all the Queens becoming popular. I took my house and made it a disco, a 3-level disco. I got too big for there. I moved to Owen Center. Got too big from there. Moved to Christ the King. Family, Nicer Columbus, Rochdale Village. I did it all on that side. But I wanted to be known on the other side. And I got with Cypher Sound for a minute, then got with Devine. And that's history. That's how I became so popular in Queens from that period of 76, 77 up until I put my guns down in 83. There was no cat. You may hear them say all this stuff. There was no cat that I believe at that time can touch me. 231 was my home. I made it very popular there. Took it everywhere in Queens. I met the Super Lovers and I Park 170, 127. They were Super Lovers, kid from Kid and Play. Destroyed them kids. I'm the one brought them to Jamaica twice with Master D. I mean, I had so much fun. And I promoted my own parties. So I was making money performing. I did all the productions. And then I started the group Rappomatical 5. So all that, I brought all that together, producing my own parties. If you look at my flyers, it says all kinds of crazy names. I didn't want to let them know it was me, but they saw my mother at the door. My stepfather had the shotgun at the door with the money, and we collected the money, and we did our thing. You know what I'm saying? I was killing them, boy. I was killing them. And I would go to Fantasia, get some more juice, Les Charlotte, Olympic Palace, Armory. None of those cats. None of these cats you hear. And they all, I respect them. My man OJ, I love him to death. He came later. Mikey D, much later. LL, much later. They wasn't doing it when I was doing it. I crisscrossed this whole Queens and became that. They used to call me Chucky Chuck, the Prince of Luck, or Chucky Chuck with the golden voice. I get up in Fantasia. Them cats didn't rock none of those spots. I ain't see them. They made it in the crowd. They made it rock the hood, but they wasn't doing it like Chucky Chuck. And I got Devine to testify for that.
Okay, that's what I want. Dropping a bomb on us right now. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, what I really love, when I hear you talk, you sound like the godfather of hip-hop to me. You know what I'm saying? You sound like the straight-up godfather of hip-hop, and I'm loving it. I love the energy. I like the story of in the background of all of that. What I love most of all is that you guys are still rocking together. You understand? Like you have a history because you're still here. I think in today's time, people don't understand loyalty. They don't understand. They don't understand the business aspect of it. They don't know how longevity in the music industry and entertainment industry. So to see y'all still here and y'all got that history together, that is a blessing within itself. Now,
they don't understand also the friendship of being in business together.
Absolutely. So y'all vibe is good because again, even before the show, you could tell y'all, you know, you could say, joke around, be like, yo, man, be quiet. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't no drama because y'all got that type of brotherly love for one another, which is really, really dope. Now you said you bought like Kid and Play and all of them.
Not Kid and Play. When they was called Super Lovers.
Okay.
It was Super Lovers MCs. And I brought them to when I was doing my shows, I brought them to Jamaica. they came to Nice of Columbus and they ripped the doors down, was jam-packed. And then I brought them to the Rochdale Center. I used to put a lot of groups on, Professional 5, and I can name all the Sweet Duo, Bronx Style Al. I put them all on because I had a platform. Right. I was known for what I was doing, not only rapping and MCing and dancing and singing. That's where I come from. My family was rhythmic. We loved music. And when I came to Springfield Gardens, like I said, it was the Boondocks. It was horrible, man. And the only MC that I saw out there was MC Freeze and MC Mean. Those were my boys. Later on, Eddie OJ. And me and Eddie OJ got tight later. And then I said to myself, in 2013, I went to Montebello Park. Now, when I was coming up, Montebello Park was the who's who park. All the great DJs, all the MCs get down. I went there 2013 and the Clientele Brothers was performing. The mics were horrible. I said, I don't like this. I said, we got to do something about this. Mind you, me and Eddie OJ wasn't speaking. Then we finally started speaking. And I said to myself, I got to do an old school party. The first time I got on Facebook was 2013. Slice, Jeffrey Hardy, we connect. I said, Slice, we got to do an old school party. Bring everybody back. So we tried 231 Park. That's the house we built. We never really rocked in Springfield Park. Mm-hmm. That was for volleyball and football and baseball. So that was really for rock. It was 231. That was my house. You know what I'm saying? My house. And anybody who was there, they know it was my house. So I said to myself, yo, Slice, I'm going to call Devine up and get Devine Infinity Machine. And we're going to do it because Devine is a DJ that deals with MCing and rappers. He cuts for the DJs and rappers, man. He don't try to be super flash. He does his thing. But, hey, he can do his thing, too. That's why we want him to do his thing at the park, but he never get a chance because he's watching equipment, and the girls are watching him, and he's running from the girls and running from the equipment. You know what I'm saying? I got to throw the thing in there. I got to throw the kid in, and all the girls, because everybody want to be like Devine. And Devine said, oh, I didn't see it like that. Nonsense. 20,000 people in the spot. He didn't see the girls like that. That's crazy. I wanted the girls like that, so I know he's my idol. He got all the women.
Wow.
I have to slow him down a little bit because he put the pedal. You know what I'm saying? He's going a little bit too fast. I got to slow him down. I'm going to let him talk because what he could talk about is a lot of things that he did. And yes, he did. Okay. He was a performer. So he knew the ins and outs of everything.
Okay.
Well, in terms of what I did was I just played music and I made sure the sound system sound good. And basically that's it. Okay. It's hard to see yourself as what people see you, because people might see you as one thing, and you might see yourself as somebody totally different. And I see myself as totally different because, again, if we go back 43 years, and I tried to tell them this on the way over here, we go back 43 years, y'all was teenagers. They was young, so things really impressed them, and when they saw things, they was wow. But it really didn't faze me that much because I was 20.
Lady Miss,
and I just gave you a view right there.
Ray,
but
Ray.
Don't miss that.
Ray. Don't go for the head fake.
You see how he sat up, right?
Don't go for the head fake. Don't go for the head fake.
So when you look at the numbers, don't lie. All right? Mm-hmm. Numbers don't lie. Go back 43 years, and I guarantee you that a lot of the people that came to our party was 14, 15, 16. That's adolescent. Wow. If I'm 20, guess what? I'm going to jail. I'm not playing that.
Carl Fiddlesticks.
All right.
Listen.
But see, what it is.
He wasn't no, listen, in 77, 78, look. I was 17. And he was 20-something, and the ladies were of age, all that 14, 15 stuff. In the park, yes.
They couldn't even get.
Listen, the ID. You gotta have ID. Hush, man, hush. Oh, you gotta have ID to get in Fantasia.
There they go.
And my man had to check the ID as he held the crowd back with one hand and said, "Okay, you 18, you 19." Listen. We remember 15, everything. We remember. Yeah, I know. I went to a lot of Hollywood parties at the Diplomat at 15, 14. I understand that. but those ladies of age.
Again.
Hey, DJ Devine, I understand, man, because you know now all of that stuff now is catching up with those guys who did it with them little girls.
Absolutely. And you know, another thing was like, if you're DJing and you got like the best sound system from out of South Jamaica, people are gonna admire you just for that.
Why are you limited to out of Queens?
Out of Queens, okay. Out of Queens, we had the most powerful system for that time. We had a range where we reigned supreme for that time, and our system was uniform. It was pretty, all Vega, all Crown. So when people see that and when they play on stuff like that, it's just amazing.
It is.
So now what happens is the mind of these adolescents believe certain things of what's going on. But God is my witness. Every night when we finish playing, take the equipment home, go to White Castle. So it was none of all that.
Devine,
it wasn't all that craziness.
DJ Devine worked at Record Explosion on Jamaica Avenue.
Okay.
Everybody came to see Devine at Jamaica Avenue. Don't tell me no adolescents was going to store buy records.
Okay. All right. Now let me piggyback off what he said.
All right.
I worked at Record Explosion and I also worked at the Fox.
Mm-hmm.
I was blessed by Spider D, and we did a record together called Get Into the Mix. So people used to come up there. I used to autograph the song. I mean, it was just amazing. I had an amazing run, and I thank God for keeping me and sustaining me through all of this and not letting me fall victim to a lot of the drugs and a lot of the other stuff that was out there that was before me.
And that is, you got to be very strong to especially be in the atmosphere where a lot of that is going on, and to be able to not fall victim to that. So definitely want to shout you out for that, for sure. That's a beautiful thing. Let me ask you something, because I see I see a whole collection behind you right now. You know what I mean? And with people, a lot of people don't understand. And I just want to tell y'all, we can open up the phone lines in a bit. So just hold on. But I just want to get some of these questions out. So I see you got a whole collection back there. First question is
Curtis. I'm sorry, Curtis, the DJ Can Do.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's DJ Can Do. All right. So what is, do you know what's in that collection? Is it a variety of different genres of music, mainly hip hop? What's going on back there?
It's jazz, R&B, hip hop, old school, classic.
Okay.
I even got the record to play on 75. I got all that.
Yeah. Somebody just asked what that was you was holding in your hand.
Oh, my first turntable? Oh, no.
Oh, that's a first turntable.
Oh, yeah.
See,
Can do.
DJ Devine, let me ask you this. You know, today's time, they do it different now. Do you, as somebody coming from the industry where, you know, vinyls was everything and people are actually going back to that, but it's new now. They mix and they do all of that on the, like they use the laptop. So how do you compare the two?
Okay. I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people say that the DJs now could never compete with the skills that we had before, which is true. We had skills. We had a record that might have jumped and you get off beat. You had to know where the groove was. You had to use your headphones. Nowadays, you use a computer and you could get your high points. I love it because what it does, it makes me become even better than what I am, because I'm able to get the break points quicker. I'm able to like make a track and add stuff to it. It's phenomenal. I love the new technology today.
Oh, wow. You know, that's interesting to hear, because sometimes you hear people say, they don't really know, they doing that. But to hear that, you know, did he say that's how he felt? To hear that. To hear that, you know, embracing new technology, which can help you do other things. I think that's dope. DJ Can Do in the back. Let me ask you something. Oh, you just bought your record player from the side there. That was your very first one?
I got this from elementary.
Elementary
school. I took it out the set. I took it out. What? Okay. You ain't buying this nowhere.
Wow.
Old school.
That looks like straight. What's that? The
museum. That belongs in the museum right now.
Museum stuff right here.
Absolutely, the hip hop museum. Put your name on that. That's what I'm talking about.
Kendu is an amazing DJ. Like I said, when I saw him back in the 70s, in the like 77, 78, he was doing amazing cuts. Matter of fact, he gave me a cassette and let me listen to it. And I told him, I said, "Oh man, that ain't you doing that. That's pause." I came over his house. Sure enough, I mean, before I even saw Flash, or before I even saw everybody just doing that quick mix, you know, I mean, and I was like, how you're not even hearing the cue, you're just letting it go, you just quick, fast.
Wow.
But what I want to say about this new stuff that they're using now, I don't like controllers. I don't like them. I like turntables. Bad enough we got to use Serato turntable now.
Okay.
I don't think you're DJing if you're using a controller. Turntables. That's what started it. That's where you got to keep it at. Now, I respect that everybody using the controller to do it a little fast, but you're going to always see me on my turntables, okay? All the time. You may see me on a controller because they're using it. Not to use it. But I'm always going to have my turntables. Always going to have. I try to keep vinyl there sometimes, but, you know, everybody's Serato now. But I just love what I'm doing. I'm glad we got an MC Chucky there.
Yes. Speaking of that, I want to pivot over to MC Chucky Chuck. MC Chucky Chuck turned real estate. I want to talk to you. First, talk to me about Chucky Chuck. You come from the industry where hip hop was being created at that time, right? And you was a part of that, which is a blessing to still be able to be here. You want to spit some bars for us? I ain't gonna put you on the spot.
maybe at the end I'll do a little something.
Okay, all right. So listen, so appreciate that. But I want to know, how did you feel about the music industry then and now, and what made you turn to real estate?
Well, being by myself, rapping, rocking, MCing for 4 years, I had fun, but I wanted to make a group. So we made the group. And the group, I wanted to be acrobatical. I seen Cold Crush. I seen Fantastic Five, because I lived in Harlem. And so I've been partying since 13, going to Hotel Diplomat, the Renaissance, Savoy Manor, all celebrity clubs in the Bronx. And I seen them, and I wanted to do something different. Okay. We tried something different, and everybody was trying to get on Sugar Hill Records, and we couldn't get on there. So we gave ourselves a timeline. We said, if we don't make it by 82, 83, everybody gonna go their separate ways. So I said to myself, I was sponsoring my group because I amputated my finger, and I got money from it, and so every one of my fingers. And I said to myself, this working thing ain't for me. So next thing I want to pick up not a hammer but a pencil. So I said to myself, let me go into the real estate game. I went into the real estate game. I left in 83, and I've been in there ever since. Sales, leasing, management, have my own business, doing things across the board. And it's always been great to me. And that's how I just transitioned from that. When the rap group didn't make, I think they put the Crash Crew before us or something like that. We all said, forget it. Let's go our separate ways. One went into the Army, one went in real estate, other one was a supervisor, whatever. And that's how I got into the game. And I've been with it ever since. I helped a lot of brothers, man. I helped a lot of my people come back and help them. That's why I sponsored the Springfield thing. Springfield thing to me is like big. I love that, to see the old school, to bring the old school back to how it used to be. And this year was great. Next year gonna be even better because we're bringing stronger artists. The whole thing about Springfield Day is to bring all the old school and show the young school how we used to do it. Respect, love, and everything fun. So me and Slice and the 5G Entertainment get together. We try to bring the best product out there to y'all. Kendu, Algie, all of Baby John, Slice. We try to bring the best of the best out to let y'all know this is where it's at. In the second week of July, every month, every year, we're gonna bring you the best. If we gotta come out our pockets, if we get sponsorship, however it come, 5G gonna bring the platform to y'all to bring everybody out. And we do gospel, R&B, bands, comedians, you name it. I don't want to host no more, but I want to bring you on lately, Miz, to host with us. I don't want to host no more. I want to bring you on to share that platform. And I want to sit back and relax because I come from Harlem. In Harlem, we had a guy named Chuck Griffin. Chuck Griffin had a football team. He had a disco. He had a club. What influenced me with this music was a group called The Voices of East Harlem. There was a cat named Mo. Mo used to sing and throw the mic around, the girls scream. So when the girl scream in my ear at 12, 13, 14, I hear Devine, the girl screaming in his ear, I said, I want to be just like that. So it only crossed over. I'm like this because Devine. And he says, oh, it's not like that. Mo was back in the day, 12, 13, 14. If you get the paper 1960, 68 in the middle fold of New York Daily News, you see me dancing, a little skinny boy dancing, influenced by Mo with the mic. So rapping was easy to me because I love to talk SITHC. I love to talk. I love to talk to the ladies. But here, watching Devine and how the ladies react, oh my God! I said, this is it. This is heaven, whether I get a contract or not. Just to talk stuff in front of the ladies. I was in the Infinity Machine. I was at the baddest places. I get to talk to all the ladies. And then I lie a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And add a little juice to it. What? That was it. That's MCing to me. And I left Infinity. I was never in the group, but he always let me rock with him. And then I did my thing, making money. The women, what you say?
Teamwork make the dream work, right?
What?
I guess that's why we're here now.
Absolutely.
Because of that night, I let him get on the mic, and
many nights.
I never heard anybody rap with a clear voice like his. And Anki from 40 Project Southside, El Macaroni, coined the phrase that, yo, that guy got a crystal clear voice, man. Chucky Chuck with the crystal clear voice. And like I said, back then it wasn't too many people that I heard of, but I know there was a lot people doing it.
Right.
I'm not going to try to say that we was the only one doing it, but we was like the most popular group. And when I listen to guys like Mikey D, Eddie OJ, Will Bill, right? And these guys, I hear them today. I asked Chuck, I said, yo, these guys are like, their lyrics is crazy.
Yes.
I mean, and I'm quite sure they was just as bad as I see them today that they was back then.
But I think, a lot of them didn't leave their hood.
And that's what it was.
They didn't leave the hood. Mikey D expanded, went beyond.
Yeah.
Okay. But a lot of cats who were very popular, they didn't leave their hood like I did. They didn't sponsor themselves like I did. I didn't wait for somebody to promote me. I promoted myself.
Right.
I came to Fantasia to be promoted.
And that was the difference.
Yeah. I was hungry to get a name. I was hungry because I like to play with Infinity like getting the Grammys. When you're in the Armory, 20,000 people, Sugar Hill Gang and all that, and they put Chucky Chuck on the mic at 17. Do you know what I got that night? Oh my God. Oh, do you know what happened every night after that? Yes. Oh my God. I was in heaven. So you couldn't tell me nothing. And then with the Rapmatical, we dancing. I'm taking them back to the 5 stair steps, to Bubbling Brown Sugar Moves and all that. We was a different kind of group. So I wanted to see the people enjoy themselves. Like today, I love to see. I rap for the people. I don't rap to battle nobody. I don't care who's number 1, number 2. Because when I get on the mic, it's called performance. You see me dance. I might do the old 2-step, the 1920 stuff, and I might do the Cabbage Patch and bring it all up to whatever they got. This is me.
That's what I'm talking about.
I bring it all. I freestyle. This is what it's all about with Chucky Chuck. Chucky Chuck will give you full entertainment. He ain't gonna play no games. I don't have to be the best lyricist. I don't have to be the best dancer, but you're going to get all that and then some.
You know how to have fun with it.
Yeah, that's how it is. It's all about fun. That's why I told Devine, this is about fun, man. Yes. It's about taking it to the next level. Bringing it out.
You know something else, and this is, I can see this and totally respect y'all for that. You understand your value. I think a lot of people don't understand their value, and they seek that outward. right? Because the things that you're talking about and you're expressing is like, listen, you know who you are, you know what you did, you know what you do, and you don't need nobody else, to kind of like co-sign on that. You appreciate what you have done in the industry, which is great. A lot of times, even when you talk about other Grammys and other things, like people think if they don't get validated by someone else,
validate yourself.
That means that they're, and that's a huge issue, especially in every hood. In every hood, it's a huge issue. I'm gonna tell you, for me, I love Springfield, Queens, and I will always be supportive of that because I have always gotten nothing but love from there since day one.
You the bar of dignity, that's why. You Lady Miz, you Queen Lady Miz, so you gonna get that. You know what I'm saying?
No, but the love has always been there. The first time I actually came there, big shout out to Sedan. I had actually met him. I was performing in Manhattan, and I met him at DJ Cisco. It was oh my God, I can't even think right now. He does the tour.
Yeah.
So I performed at the tour. That's when I met him, and I said, "Oh, I'm gonna go over there and check it out." And then that's when I started meeting everybody. But it was so much love. But I've always had that. I don't know, Queens for me, always, even back when I was young, 15, 16, I would be out there, and it was always love. So I really love the energy out there. I think it's so dope. It's so many talented artists and DJs and everybody on the scene. So Mama Mona in here, she says she missed those days, but the great thing is those days are not over.
We bringing
They
them back.
still doing it. That's right. They still doing it.
While we there, let's shout out a lot of people because a lot of people giving y'all love.
Yes.
Illa Scott Cook, Sedan, the God of Sound.
That's my man, Sedan.
DJ Cisco.
Sedan.
Yes.
Let me not skip nobody.
Joseph
Jones, Chucky.
That's my man.
Yes. Comedian
Ronnie
George
Dunson. He says he's your son, Chucky.
Yeah, my son in the house. Oh,
Michael Reach. Big
Roach.
shout out to every.
Roach.
Oh, Roach. I'm sorry.
Oh, Michael Roach, my man.
Karen
is in the building.
I sound like my sister-in-law.
Somebody too. Go back up. Comedian. Did you say George
Mason?
Mason?
George Mason.
Okay.
Now the story with George Mason is
PT.
I got a story with George Mason. Now George Mason, I left, and I did real estate, but I was doing entertainment also. And when I went to Harlem, and I used to promote the show Phyllis Yvonne Stickney, if you ever heard of her, one woman show. She played a lot of movies. And George came to me as a comedian, and he auditioned. I gave him a spot, and George Mason and Tasha Smith, who played on what's her name, Empire. She played on all these different shows. Her and George was there, and I promoted them. Ron G. Asked Ron G about me. I promoted Ron G. Then I was partners in a leather store. We used to do clothes for all the entertainers. I met Missy Elliott when she was with Sisters a long time ago. Devine brought her there. Father MC was my man. Tim Dog. I mean, I've been down with this. I never really left it, but I left it. And
Okay.
I always been there.
You still seem like you still connected. You know
Very
what I
much
mean?
so.
Yeah, he's
But
connected.
yes, absolutely. So look, that's still
You know, the real estate game brings me a lot of these rappers who made it and who's not fortunate enough now. They don't have the money they have, and I give them apartments and all that. So yes, connected in that way. I do my thing, man. I do my thing. I love this game. I love it.
beautiful.
Man. Yeah.
So talk to me about real estate a little bit. So you manage properties. Do you help people get properties? And how can people get involved in that if they were interested?
Well, I started that at 18, 19. That's a long time. But yeah, I managed 20,000 units, the 5 boroughs in Jersey City. And it's a management sales to me because I was in construction. So it came easy to me. That means I know about buildings. And all I had to do was learn the laws, what to do real estate, to rent apartments, condos, co-ops, houses, rent houses. And it's easy. It's really easy to get in, but you got to have a gift. So naturally rapping made selling easy for me because I like to talk shit. So and to talk shit and make money, that was my thing. You know what I'm saying? So that came easy to me. But I got tired of selling, so I went into management. And when you went into management, that means that's steady dough. And when you're a managing agent, you get that commission every, whatever, 10%, 15% of the rent roll every month. and it made it so much easier. I just fell in love with it. I fell in love with it like I fell in love with rap. Going into rap was easy, like going into real estate was easy. It's talking game. You got the best game, you get the most money. As simple as that.
Okay.
People get into.
So DJ Devine is never going to be homeless. Y'all hear this? This is how I'm interpreting it.
That's right. You already know. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm on the road, and I just lose everything. I got my ram in the bush.
Yes, absolutely.
He will always have a place in my heart, and he will always have a place to stay. You two, Lady Miz and Ray, y'all can come to New York. Y'all can come on to Harlem, and let me show you how to do it. I take Devine to Harlem. I give you the raw treatment. They love me out there. That's my thing.
Yeah. I don't front for nobody, and I don't back up nothing that ain't real. I go to Harlem with him. I mean, not one restaurant, not two restaurants, but I'm like, damn, man, they know you here too. This guy it's like, yo, he's the king of Harlem.
Oh, wow.
Diddy don't run the city.
No. This guy knows.
He said Diddy don't run the city. I like Chucky.
For real.
He said Diddy don't run the city. Chucky do.
And my man just became mayor, right? That's my man. Eric Adams, that's my man. Al Sharpton. You ask them kids about me, they'll tell you. They'll tell you about me. They'll tell you. So I don't do that bragging thing. I let my body of work talk. I don't need to brag.
Right.
I ain't trying to be better than them. I'm trying to be me.
That's right. I love that.
I tell these cats, you never gonna get what you worth, but you get what you negotiate until you get on your own. Once you get your own, you can just do your thing. Then you know your worth. Nobody's ever gonna pay you your worth. You gonna pay you your worth. And some people don't know their worth, like you said. I know my worth. I'm worth millions and billions and trillions and billions of dollars.
That's right. That's right.
Stop till I get enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, absolutely. DJ Devine, are you are you in different spots, DJing any bars, clubs, etc. like that?
Nah, well, what I'm doing now, I just do like local stuff. I might do like weddings, private parties.
Oh,
I like to do mixtapes. What I just did with a friend of mine named Elder Jones. We had just did a show on Freshest FM, and he's a outreach for men. Dynamic guy. You know, we play spiritual music, gospel music, and he says and he gives a word. He gives a word of encouragement, man, because we as people are losing ourselves, and we need to recapture the things that we spiritually lost. And that's where it all starts. It starts spiritually. You know, it starts from within, not from on the outside or what you could gather, but it starts spiritually. And this brother, Elder Jones, good friend of mine, and it's just amazing on how we just connect together.
That's why I started within. If within Fantasia with the girls, now without. Devine taught me this. Within, without.
No. But that is a beautiful thing. Absolutely, DJ Devine, you touched on a really good point there, because not even just with entertainment, but us as a whole, as humans, and even as I'm just speaking about our people and our culture. You know what I mean? It is an issue, and that's why I really respect the Springfield Queens thing, being able to bring the brothers back on the scene, to get heard and to get seen. You know what I mean? It's so important, and not lose that, because we are slightly drifting away from what even built this culture to begin with. And you guys are a part of that. So I think that it's so important that what you guys are doing, and the fact that you said y'all got a program tell me a little bit about that men's outreach program.
Okay, so what it is if Elder Jones, he could give you he's just a dynamic guy. He doesn't want to be a pastor or nothing like that. He want to go to the streets. He reaches people from the streets. He reaches like people that might be he just told me a friend of his had diabetes and had 5 of his toes cut off, and he went to the hospital. I just told him a brother of mine was ill, and you know, he might have cancer. You know, so he stays on me and he encourages me. And the name of the whole thing is Man Up. Man Up. Menu. Man Up. you know, and he's just a dynamic guy and just encouraging good spirit. And you know, God is blessing him to move forward spiritually and to remove this curse that we have in our community, because it is a curse. It is a condition that we have been placed under, and it has just been relived over and over and over, and it's moving us away from the kings and the queens that who we are.
And that's why I like your show, Lady Miz and you, Ray, because y'all go from the bottom up for real. You live to your name. As many topics y'all have, and y'all kick that. Y'all kick that Willy Bobo, baby.
Absolutely. I see you. Look at that. You still got the sling. I see you. Said, what? I'm still here. What? Listen, and we got to do that. It's good to have fun. We switch it up, but we still like to have topics that are important.
Yeah, I love it.
We still like to make sure that we touch on stuff that is uplifting our people no matter what. It got to be some type of message in there. I do that with everything I do, from podcast to music, whatever. It's always important because they think that we are incapable of doing that, and they look at us in a certain type of way, you know. So I think it's always important to show, like, listen, we are way better than how they try to make us
I'm
seem.
about to say, because what they show of us on TV, is never in the best light, you know.
Exactly.
But some of us are guilty because we follow that lead. Yes. And I tell everybody, you don't have to condemn a dirty glass. Just put a clean glass next to it. The dirty glass will run away, baby. Just show that clean glass, man. That's how you do it, baby. That's how you do it.
That is a fact. So yes. So listen, he got dropping the bomb on that. I love that. Listen, we're gonna open up the phone lines because
let's go to commercial first. I got to set up.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna go to a quick commercial, and then after that, we're gonna come back and open up the phone lines. So because they've been asking, I don't want them to beat me up. Okay. So we're gonna get to the open on phone lines so they can chop it up with y'all. So we'll go to a quick commercial break, and this is for people who are looking to take specific workshop classes. Listen up.
Looking to learn something new? Well, you're one click away from taking that next step to be where you want to be. Book a private session or sign up for our workshop classes that teaches you how to build your credit, budget your money, artist development skills, start and grow a podcast, and the basic skills needed to write your first book. Act now. Go to peacementoringllc.com and sign up now. For private sessions, email us at peacementoringllc@gmail.com.
You're now tuned in to From the Ground Up Productions, broadcasting around the world.
That's me.
Yeah, what's good, y'all? We back in the building, baby. Let's get it. We got Chucky Chuck on the scene. We got DJ Devine on the scene. We got DJ Ken Do in the back. We see you. What's good? We see you. You know what I mean? We holding it down. You already know what it is. Queens in the building. Harlem in the building.
Queens.
Southside, we outside.
All right, Southside, we outside, baby. Yeah, we got to do all of that. Let's get it. That's what I'm talking about. So again, we're gonna open up these phone lines for the people. Ray is getting that set up right now. In the meantime, I do. So I want to ask, when is the next Springfield coming up? The next Springfield event.
We do Springfield since 2017. We do it every year except Corona year. The second week of July. This year was awesome, but next year we're gonna step up the game. We're gonna have a huge stage. We're gonna have some awesome performers, and we're gonna have Queen Lady Miz helping us.
You already know.
MC. And it's gonna be tight and right. Gonna have Sedan back there, the Clientele Brothers, Mikey D, and a whole other great people. Johnny Quest, a whole other great people who performed in the 80s, who got known, and you don't hear about them no more. We're bringing them all back. The platform is for. It started out for just the neighborhood. Now we bigger. Now we spread it all out everywhere, bringing everybody back.
That's what I'm talking about. And do that. Listen, for the phone lines is open now, guys. If y'all want to come in, bringing everybody back. Let me just touch on that real quick and why I think that's important. In every other industry, in every other genre of music, okay, people are constantly celebrated and no one says, oh, whatever, they're getting older, we're not listening. They still embrace and celebrate them. And that's why it's so important. And that's why I'm going to always continue to support you guys, because I appreciate everything that you have done. Whether I know it or not at the time, I know it now. And that's so important that everybody know. So we have to continue to embrace our people in our genre of music. And that's why, listen, all day, every day, I'm going to always be there and be supportive of everything.
Lady Miz.
That's right.
We got to have you on the platform, baby.
Listen, I'm coming. I am coming. He's trying to, I guess the caller's calling in.
Yeah, but it's for some reason it's not connecting. Hold on a second. Okay,
hold on, guys. He's getting it. And that's why I think that is so important. Kendu been back there for a minute.
Who you think, Kendu?
Kendu, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hold on a second. The line is messing up. Hold on. I'm gonna have to bring it back, okay?
Oh, I'm sorry. He wanted me to mute. Kendu, tell us, but my mic is still gonna pick you up. Kendu, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, listen, I've been DJing since little boy. When I came out, my mother, she always made me change the records. So that's why.
What was you playing though? What were you playing?
No, like Rita Franklin and stuff like that. Mommy had me playing everything. Then I started putting two turntables together.
Okay.
I had a closing play. I had a closing play where I made it. It was working and you didn't have to close it.
That's all right there.
Then I just been DJing. That's all. I just love music. You know, I just love putting that needle to the record.
That needle to the record, right? He said that's what I'm doing and I'm sticking to it. What was your first record that you ever bought?
What's the
first record
you ever bought?
Whoa!
I want to know you too, DJ Devine.
My first record I ever bought
to mix and cut up that make you say, "Yo, I want to be a DJ." This is the record that turned me out to DJ. And what was that?
Well, mine was Dance to the Drummer's Beat.
Oh, okay. I remember that.
Oh man, we used to go crazy over that. And the one that whistled now.
Mine was Cool in the Gang, Funky Granny, and Olympic Runners. Those are the ones that DJ Maestro was playing, and he gave me my chance to say, "Let me see what you got." You know.
All right.
I love all of James Brown. I used to mimic him. Everything.
Really?
Everything James Brown. Everything had to be James Brown. Al Green, James Brown. That was me.
Okay, so that's your influence. Is that what influenced you that made you say, "This is what I want to do"?
No, I told you.
As far as rapping.
Rapping. I heard. I see. I couldn't sing like my mother. My mother was a singer. My father was a singer. I couldn't sing like them. But Mo of the Voices Holler made me want to do that. And when rap came out, they just made me. I just loved it. Then I started singing with it. I just started loving it. That's what made me do it. But the records had to be James Brown. Heavy influence. Heavy.
Wow.
All James Brown.
All James Brown.
All James Brown.
Okay. So DJ Devine, my question to you. Oh, I don't know. Guys, we're having a little technical difficulties with the phone lines. He's trying to get it working.
Keep it going, Keep it going. You're doing a good job.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it going. If we could get it, he'll get it. But it's not, I don't know what's going on tonight. Sorry about that. So DJ Devine, my question to you is this. Have you and DJ Kendu ever had any type of, you have that movie Juice where they have like the battling situation? Did y'all ever have anything like that? Where you kind of like did like a battle with the DJ?
Oh, me and Kendu battle each other?
Yes.
Nah, we had two different styles.
Right.
We Kendu, I couldn't compete with Kendu with his speed.
And I couldn't compete with Devine with his blend.
So we just had two different styles.
Okay.
I didn't try to do what he do.
And that's how we joined.
And he didn't try to do what I do.
That's
because what happened was like I would be playing, be rocking, and then Kendu would get on, and then it'd be a whole different energy. You follow me? So it was two different energies. So we we didn't battle. We didn't never compete with each other also.
Okay.
Because it was just love.
Right.
Okay. I had love for all the DJs that came up in my era. Yeah. I mean, we might have said Professor and Company battles, Infinity Machine, Cypher Sound, and all that, but it was never a battle.
We did verses before verses.
Yeah, we the verses before verses.
Yeah, we had good fun.
And the biggest verses I loved was Disco Twins versus Infinity Machine. If you want to see some power, if you came to Fantasia or IS8, you saw power. You thought God and Jesus were blowing up the house. That's how powerful that was. And if you played on that sound system, oh my God, either or. Your voice will whistle out like you're an angel. That's why it's so awesome. So when I hear these guys talk about Queens and you don't mention these guys, it's a problem to me. I had a problem. When I see the founding fathers of Queens and blah, blah, and you don't mention the Mecca where you had to come as Fantasia, IS8, and these other cats talking about blah, 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 and they never played on those sets. Even King Charles, I give King Charles his props. New sounds. When I came out, these guys was rocking and rolling, and they don't give the guys the proper due out here. So that's my job. My job to bring it back to the old school.
Let's bring it back to the old school. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Listen, again, shout out to you for doing that because, again, people do stuff. They forget where things originated from. They forget where they came from, and they forget the ones who laid the foundation. For those to be able to do what they're doing now. And that's the thing. Like, people don't understand that. They forget. And then they act like, oh, I ain't listening to such and such. I think, what's so funny? Who was it? MC Shan? We were interviewing somebody, and I don't think it was an interview. It might have been a video that I seen. And he was like, yeah, they didn't want to listen to us. But now they're going through this or they're going through that. And they got these bad contracts. What they should have been doing is learning from us so we could teach them and guide them. And that's what I think is in this industry with everything. No matter what the situation is, rather you want to, even as a DJ, if you want to stick to doing it with the vinyls versus the laptop and mixing, it's still, everybody can learn from each other. Absolutely. Instead of us being divided and it's you over here, we all can have what we like. But I think it's important that we still learn to embrace each other and learn from one another. So DJ Devine and DJ Kendu, y'all got two different styles. See, Kendu said he ain't rocking with the new joint. He said he juice all day. That's right. And DJ Devine, but that's good. But DJ Devine is good too because he's like, listen, I could do this, I could do that, different type of techniques that I was not able to do or might be limited from doing, and now he got access to being able to do that. I think that is extremely important. So the trio here is a good. I'm feeling it. Definitely. What's up? What advice from each one of y'all? Can you guys tell me what advice you would give to people that is in the field and industry that you are in, from entertainment to real estate?
Ownership. Entrepreneurship, ownership, own your own. Know who you are, accept yourself, and be yourself. Ownership, entrepreneurship.
What I say is, if somebody say you whack, keep doing it, because that means you're doing something. If you're whack, those people, if you're whack, you're doing something. Okay, absolutely. They say I was whack, I'm doing something. Okay,
and still doing it.
And still doing it.
That's a fact.
Everybody love me for years or young.
And I say
whole globe.
And I say character, integrity, and you just be just as good as you think you are on the turntables. And if you're that nice, be that nice when you come off of those turntables. And that's why people embrace you, Lady Miz, when you come out here. It's because of your spirit.
All right. Thank you. Yes.
Because if you didn't have no inside of kindness, love, you wouldn't attract it. You kind of like attract who you are.
Right. Right, absolutely.
And you just discern the difference between what's good and what's bad. but you do it with a kindness and an integrity of yourself.
Thank you. Oh, you gonna make me cry on the road. I appreciate that.
Don't start crying.
It's the real deal. It's the real deal. But you see that talk? That's that slick, calm, behind the back, yo talk. I just see the thing with me, Devine. I bring it all out. Devine don't like to dream. Like yo, Chuck, slow, yo. Hey, y'all should imagine that he got all the metaphors and words that don't mean nothing to me. I'm gonna tell it like a TI is. You know what I'm saying?
Oh gosh,
that's my man. $100,000.
Absolutely. So listen, I definitely appreciate y'all coming on. And y'all know I'm definitely here supporting 100%. Is there anything that I did not ask you from every one of y'all that you want people to know?
Real quick,
I think you covered the gamut of Springfield Day every year, as long as I'm living, with Slice, Kendu, Baby John, Al, DJ Devine. That is the nucleus, Kendu. That is the nucleus of Springfield Day. We're going to bring out the best of the old school. Whatever the cost is, whatever we got to do, we into it, and we're going to do it until it's a big, big thing that every borough got to come check us out. That's what we're doing.
Right.
That's what we're going to do. We covered everything. I appreciate you. I appreciate your show.
I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, we do.
Thank you,
Appreciate you. We appreciate you, Ray.
And next time I come on, I'll spit for y'all.
Awesome. You guys
Okay.
are awesome.
Yeah. Well, before we end it, I want to let everybody know. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the phone lines working. I don't know what. Somewhere along the line, this thing crashed on us. So
You know, shout it out. We'll do it again. Give some people some shout outs.
Yeah, absolutely.
You give some shout outs, Devine?
Uh,
First shout out to the ladies. Go ahead.
I want to shout out to my family. I love you guys. I don't know if my daughter is on or, I just love family, and I just love things that come together and we just enjoy the life that we got now because, tomorrow's not promised. This corona thing is no joke, so we have to just stay healthy, man, and eat right, exercise, and just go to the doctor. Get yourself checked out. I just went, my numbers was a little high, but I want to know, what are they basing it on? Are y'all basing my numbers on a 20-year-old or y'all basing it on somebody that's 60? Come on, talk to me. Don't tell me my cholesterol is high when it's only 30 points higher than the normal.
Wait.
Who's the normal?
Yeah, right.
I'm feeling good. I'm not dizzy. So, just eat right. Take care of yourself, and just know who the creator is.
Shout out to my son. Shout out to Eddie OJ. Shout out to Marcus, my cousin Lee. Oh man, so many people. I can't shout out everybody. Shout out to me. That's what it is. It's all about me. Shout out to the CHUCKY. That's it. Shout out to me. I'm that man.
That's right. Oh my God.
What I want to do is, listen. What I want to do is, I'm telling everybody, all the DJs, one day we want to bring the vinyl out in the park. We're gonna come out of the park. You're only gonna have vinyl, no Serato, all vinyl. I'm ready, right?
I see you. Stay ready, so you ain't got to get ready. I see what it is.
Vinyl out. No laptop. Bring the vinyl out. And I'm requesting that in a minute.
And we're gonna discuss an MC.
Listen out, Miz.
We're gonna discuss an MC DJ union because I'm tired of these guys getting sick and dying broke. And there's no one to help each other. I try to help these guys as much as I can. All these broken rappers, broken DJs. We need a union for these cats, especially who made an impact in the neighborhood.
Yeah, I totally agree.
In the industry. We need a union when these guys get sick. Yo, go help my man out. XYZ. Like Devine, he always got a home with me. As long as he bring a girl for me, you got it.
Devine, bring them shorties with you. Pull up.
Yes.
Right?
Don't you sign off on that. No.
I love you, Biz. I love you.
Okay, the ratings just shot off. Okay. On my watch. Okay. All right.
Oh my God. Well, listen, I enjoyed this. And I mean, look, because we had our time. Listen, I enjoyed y'all so much. And definitely we want y'all to come back on the show. We would love to interview y'all again. And some topics that you touching, okay? Because those some good topics, especially the one that you brought up about what they base those numbers off of. I'm gonna be doing a show next week actually, next week I'm going to be talking about vitamin D and other things about intermittent fasting. I actually spoke to the doctor that was giving all this information. He gave me permission to use this information, but it's stuff that we need to know that we're not being told. And I'm learning to stay. Listen, they shutting us completely down when we mention certain stuff that goes against their agenda. So I'm going to be careful with what I say. But what I will tell people is this. Know your numbers, but know where those numbers are coming from. You brought up some good points, but we have to learn how to take care of ourselves and our body off of the things that God put on this earth, these natural things that really work, and not always use man-made products because we don't know how it's going to affect us, where it's coming from. I'm not trying to play doctor, but I'm just saying we got to get back to that. But let me say this one last thing. We got to get back to understanding what the barter system is too. And there's a reason why I'm telling y'all that, because just like we can't go into these events, these restaurants or these establishments for certain reasons, pretty soon they're going to start locking us out of a whole lot of other stuff. People will be struggling even more. Money will be an issue. So what are we going to do about it? We got to start planning for that. That next show is going to be I'm going to be talking about some of those things. So
baby.
Definitely let y'all know. I'm sorry, Chucky. Chuck, what was you going to say?
I don't forgot. You listen to your crystal clear voice. Took me away. But I think it's a. I'm
so
program,
sorry.
It's all right. It's a program called Narrative with a K. Narrative. You need to join that. Karen Hunter and Dr. Gray and Greg Clark. They really got some good stuff. They like you. That's why I watch you all the time. I don't miss your show at all.
Oh, thanks.
Every Saturday, come on.
Every Saturday is called what?
It's called Narrative.
Narrative. Okay.
It's a class with Dr. Greg Clark. Excellent. Just what you're doing.
Absolutely. I'm definitely going to look into that. And thank you for letting us know.
All right,
dear. Share that info.
Enjoy.
Well, listen, guys, it's been real. I enjoyed y'all so much.
Before we leave.
Oh, yeah, social media.
Social medias.
Yes, thanks, babe. Let's give your social medias. We can start with you, Chucky Chuck.
Chucky Chuck Rap on Facebook. Chucky Chuck Rap on Instagram. Chucky Chuck Rap on telephone. Is this Chucky Chuck Rap?
And Chucky Chuck Rap. If somebody wants to hit you up for a specific reason, would that be for? Are you still? Would you give people a verse if they wanted a feature for real estate? What? Tell the people what they can hit you up for. If it's
the right people, I'll do it for nothing and give them a freebie. If it's the wrong people, they got to pay. I don't live in the park and eat grass for dinner. I got to get paid.
All right. DJ Devine over there cracking up. All right, DJ Devine, how about you?
Well, you guys could hit me up on my social media, d.j.Devine Kelly. That's on Facebook. Instagram, you could hit me up, DJ Devine 57. My thing is like, hit me up and let me hear what you got, because a friend of mine, he has a radio station called Freshers FM, and maybe he has a lot of followers, a lot of listeners, and maybe whatever you have, he could put out there to the world.
Nice, okay.
And it probably could help you out in whatever you're trying to do. I love making mix CDs. I love doing stuff in the studio, and I just love doing music. I'm getting ready to retire from the post office. I put my time in, did my 37 years, and wow. I'm done now, and I just want to enjoy life and just stay connected at a level where it's not stressing me with the music or with hip hop. Also, what we're trying to do before 2020, the Corona thing. I talked with Ralph McDaniels, and we was gonna have a 2020 vision. Make your vision plain and clear, like a group for young men or a group for young women, where they could come in. I would teach them the basics of DJing. Ken Du would take them to the next level. I talked to Supreme, DJ Preem. He would take them to another level. Ralph would teach them how to shoot videos. And I hope I'm not going too far with it, but I just, my daughter dances, and I just, God is blessing me with a place also. So 2022, I'm looking forward to be doing a lot of things with the youth. If everything works out.
That's beautiful. I love that.
Listen, you can go to DJ Can Do on Facebook, Beckwith.
Okay.
Instagram, DJ Can Do Beckwith.
Hold on, we're gonna put it up there for you. Give us a minute. He's gonna type it in so that people can see it. That way they get it right. While he's typing that in, I just want to finish up with DJ Devine real quick. So what would be the main thing is for someone to hit you up if they wanted you to do parties for them, because you do that, correct, as well?
Yes.
You do parties and weddings and things like that. So the best way to reach you would be through those social medias we put up there or somewhere else.
Right. You could reach me through the Facebook or the Instagram.
Okay.
Or when y'all hit up Can Do, or when y'all hit up Chucky. I mean, this is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
All right, we got it up there. DJ Can Do. Step on the stage, Can Do. Step to the scene.
DJ Can Do Beckwith. BECKWITH.
And that's on where?
Facebook.
Do it again. Spell it again real quick.
DJ Can Do. DJ KENDO Beckwith. BECKWITH.
BECKWITCH.
Instagram and Facebook.
All right.
My email is DJKendu130. Wait, I'm wrong. Hey, look at that.
Wait. Hold up. You John is crazy over here.
Look. DJKenduMusic130@gmail.com.
Okay. All right. So we putting that first one up there so people can see it. Guys, make sure if you come across this, if you see this video, you need real estate done.
What's the email again? I apologize.
DJ Can Do Music 130@gmail.com. Oh, it's a zero. It's not a. It's a zero.
No.
It's a zero.
Zero.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
All right.
Man, I appreciate y'all. We love y'all.
Thank you, man.
Listen, we love y'all too.
Yeah.
We appreciate it so much. Absolutely, guys. It's up there on the screen. Y'all see it. Make sure you check them out. If you need to hire someone to DJ for your party, if y'all need somebody to DJ for your event, if you need real estate, if you need somebody to spit a hot 16, you know what I'm saying? They got it all.
We gonna see y'all next week. I'm gonna see y'all next week, right?
Absolutely, we'll be in Harlem.
I'm gonna roll out the red carpet for y'all.
All right, that's red carpet. I love red carpet treatment. Red carpet treatment.
Blunt, red wine. We're gonna do it.
We gonna tell the audience too. Make sure when y'all show up, you'll have your money ready, because they always want to pay everybody but the DJs.
That's a fact. Get your money ready. That's right. On that.
Love y'all.
Love y'all too. Thank you. Thank everybody for tuning in. We appreciate y'all so much. Make sure y'all, if you're not following them on all their social medias, hit them up. This is what they do. This is their business. So support them in everything that they got going on. Pull up at the Springfield Queens event. It's always going down. It gets better and better every year. And this is the time to support the people in the industry that laid the foundation for us all. So that's my ending note. I appreciate everybody. We appreciate y'all. And peace. We out.
Peace out, brothers.
Later.
Beautiful.
We hope you enjoyed your time with From the Ground Up Productions. We'll see you next time. Be sure to add our channel to your Roku list and listen to us on all streaming platforms.
From the ground up. From the ground up. There's only one way to go from here.